Folks, we're here in Olathe, Colorado. We have this ALLOWAY Danish tine that we're going to put up on auction time, and wanted to just do a quick walk around video so you guys can get a good feel for what this machine is. The item has some welds on it. You'll see here in the middle. They've welded and reinforced on the 3-point frame, and there's a couple welds by the hydraulic cylinders, but the rest of the machine is pretty good. The tines are mostly here. There's about 3 or 4 tines probably that are missing. We'll see if we can't get a better count as we go around this little guy and let you guys know kind of the condition. But we just wanted to do a walk around video. Sometimes the walk around videos just give a better idea of what the machine is. So I'll start off by pointing out, for example, we're missing the tine completely right here on this machine. And there are going to be some of these tines that are missing. There's going to be other tines, like you can see right behind it. This tine here is broke, and I've never seen this setup where you have the double coil on the S tine. I've never seen that before, but as you can see here, the inner tine right there, the outer tine that goes into the ground would loop through it right here and circle around and bolt on up here. So you can see we've got the double right here, and like I said, that's the first time I've ever seen that, but I can see it would add a little bit of more strength to your S tines and hopefully reduce the number of tines that you break. You can see right up here, there's another tine right there that is broken and missing. So that's kind of how this is set up. You can see we've got some little harrows here on the back, and they stretch all the way across the machine. And as we do this walk around, we'll try to show those to you so you guys can get a good feel for what this little Danish tine looks like. So the total width on this machine is 28 feet. Each wing that folds up, each wing is 6 feet long. And the center frame, the center of this machine is 16 feet. So 16 feet main frame, 12 foot total in wings with 6 feet on each side. So you've got a 28-foot Danish tine is what we're going to call this. So just walk around and we'll just show you kind of what the tines look like and the shovels on these so you guys can see. And we'll zoom in on some spots like here. You can see they've welded on the connecting point here on the wing where the hydraulic cylinder raises it up. You can also see where they've put a spot weld, well, I shouldn't call it a spot weld, just a weld on that brace support where that wing goes up and rests against that brace. So there are some spots where they've welded on this machine, sure enough, guys, and we want to point that out to you. Where you'll see the bulk of the repair work done is right here in the middle. I'll show it here to you in just a moment, but you'll see starting right here, there's a lot of reinforcement and welding and repair that's been done on the 3-point frame of this machine. So I want you guys to know and be aware of that. Now, the little man that we're selling this for, the family that we're selling this for, I should say, they farmed here in western Colorado for a lot of years. And he just told me before we did these listings, he's getting out of the row crop farming. He's going to continue to raise hay and put up hay, but they're not going to do corn and beans and all the other row crops that we have here in western Colorado that require these kinds of tillage tools. So you'll see we're going to have this machine on auction time. We're also going to have the nice, brilliant roller harrow on auction time, and then we're also going to have a Buffalo 8-row cultivator. So you'll see all those machines on the auction time that are from the same guy because he's done with the row crops. So wanted to point out, good gauge wheels on both sides. The tires are good. These are fixed or stationary. If you look at those, you can see there's no adjustment on the depth unless, well, I guess there is. You can choose which bolt hole you want to put the bolt in right there, and that would adjust your depth of your gauge wheel. But there's no cranks or bars, T-bars or handles that you can adjust that on the fly. You'd have to move that bolt to adjust the height or the depth of your tines. So there are some extra brackets you can see here in the middle, and maybe 1 or 2 extra tines. He's going to throw those in there with him and go with the machine. So you'll get those with the machine as well. Now, if you guys see in the back, there's some black Degelman harrows back here. Those do not go with this machine. They go with the roller harrow. So I'll put that in the listing that those black Degelman harrows are not included with this. This one does include the little red harrows that are on the back. And you can see you can adjust the angle of your harrows right here, and you can pull that pin out and you can adjust how deep you want those harrows to dig in. They've got these little hydraulic cylinders or pistons, whatever you want to call them, right there. I'm assuming they had a different setup for these harrows when they originally built this machine. Whatever that was, it's gone now. This is just extra hanging off the back, guys. So that's not going to be pertinent to what you're going to be buying here. You can see a little more welding and reinforcement along the back side of the Danish tine. And again, we just want you guys to be able to see all this, not trying to hide anything. We want you to know what you're buying. But I see another one or two. I'm going to guess there's 5 or 6 total tines that are missing, and maybe another 5 or 6 that are going to need replaced. So you're going to have to put a few tines on this. The shovels and the points look like they're reasonable and decent. There's probably quite a bit of wear left in the shovels and the points still, but you are going to need to put a few S tines on this. So here's kind of a look at it from the back. You can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of those red harrows. And the outside set folds up with the wing, and the 3 inside sets that are stationary. So again, when you fold this up, although your main frame, starting right here, you see the hinge point right there, all the way down to the hinge point that's right over there, that frame is 16 feet, but because of the way this is going to fold up, those tines, when they fold up, are going to stay outside. When the wing comes up, those tines will stick out. You're going to be almost 20 foot wide with this going down the road, just so you guys know, okay? Hopefully that gives you guys a pretty good idea of what this little Danish tine looks like. A nice piece of tillage equipment, older, had some repair work done to it up here, especially on the front by the 3-point connection, but still looks like a pretty decent little Danish tine, and you could sure cover a lot of ground with it if you needed to. So we'll put this up on auction time. Again, this is an ALLOWAY, and if you guys have any questions or need to contact myself or the seller, the owner, I'll put his number in the listing as well, and you're certainly welcome to give him a call if you have any more questions. We do have a loader on site that can help you load out whenever you're ready to do that. So good luck, and if you have any questions, give us a holler. Thank you.